Welcome back to the Magic Study. Excuse me for a second while I look for some cards. This won't take long. Let's do it this way. Nope, those won't do it all. Yeah, those will work. People wonder if a magician's skills at cards allow him to cheat at poker. Well, if you promise not to spread it around, I'll show you how to get 4 of a kind into a hand that you were dealt. We'll use these 4 aces and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards that aren't aces. If 4 people were playing poker, the aces probably wouldn't start off together. In fact, the law of averages says that each of the 4 players would likely get an ace. So that's how we're going to start. Now we'll fill in the hands. We'll put these odd cards in groups of 3 onto each ace. So that's 3. That's 6. That's 9. And that's 12. Neatness counts. Now, the magician, that's me, looks at his hand and he sees that he only has 1 ace. He knows he can't win with that, so he decides he has to cheat by stealing an ace from each of the other 3 hands. Now, he'll start with the least experienced player at the table, which happens to be this guy. Now, do you see what just happened? I touched this guy's cards. If you're ever in a card game with a magician, never let him touch your cards. That's lesson number 1. Because if you do, he will steal your ace, leaving you a busted hand and giving him a pair of aces. Now, this second player over here, he's not going to let me touch his cards. So I have to use a different method to get his ace. You see, when I picked up the cards from over here and put them over here, this guy got distracted. He took his eyes off of his cards. Lesson number 2, if you're playing with a magician, never get distracted. Because if you do, he will take your ace, leaving you with a busted hand and giving him 3 aces. Now that just leaves the ace of spades. And this guy over here, he's the most experienced player at the table. In fact, he's a card shark, a professional gambler. So there's no way he's going to let me touch his cards. And there's no way he's going to let me distract him. In fact, if he were here, he would probably cover his cards like that to keep me from stealing his ace. Now you're going to play the part of the card shark. And we're going to let this box represent your hand to cover your cards. Now, you would think you couldn't cheat given these circumstances, but you're wrong. You see, you're watching the wrong guy. At the beginning, I told you I was going to teach you how to cheat. And rule number 3 says that if you're going to cheat, never cheat alone. Always have a secret partner in the game. And you, the card cheat, are my secret partner. You see, if I were to shuffle and deal the cards and I gave myself the 4 aces, that would look very suspicious. So instead, I give myself nothing. Just a busted hand But you, on the other hand, as I promised, get the 4 aces. Now you promised not to teach anyone how to do this, but if you want to share the video, that's okay.